Hello. Latest news of the hour is Liz Truss named as Britain's next Prime Minister, defeating Rishi Sunak. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss has defeated Indian origin former Chancellor Rishi Sunak in the Conservative Party leadership race to become new British Prime Minister, the party announced on Monday, ending weeks of high political drama. Liz Truss was elected the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom on Monday after beating British Indian former Chancellor Rishi Sunak in a 6-week-long battle. Truss will also take over as the leader of the Conservative Party. The winner was announced by Sir Graham Brady, chair of the 1922 Committee of Backbench Tory MPs and returning officer of the leadership election. For long, Foreign Secretary Truss has dominated the race among the wider party electorate, who have been voting online and by post to elect their new leader. The 47-year-old had pitched her campaign on the pledge of immediate tax cuts to tackle the cost of living crisis in the country. However, Sunak had decided to focus on fighting soaring inflation and using targeted measures to offer support for the crisis. Who is Liz Truss? Liz Truss, 47, is often dubbed by some fans as the new Iron Lady, as she appeared to emulate Margaret Thatcher in her first leadership battle. She joined the Conservative Party in 1996 as soon as she graduated. She worked as a commercial manager at Shell and became the economic director of Cable and Wireless. As the second female foreign secretary in the history of Britain, her key achievements include securing the release of Iranian-British dual citizen Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe from detention in Iran and introducing a slew of sanctions on Russia after its invasion of Ukraine. What happens next? On Tuesday, outgoing Prime Minister Boris Johnson will deliver a farewell speech on the steps of his Downing Street office. He will then be flown out to Aberdeenshire in Scotland for his audience with the Queen to formally resign as the head of government. Hours later, his successor will arrive separately in Scotland to be formally appointed the Prime Minister by Queen Elizabeth II at her Balmoral Castle residence, marking the first time in history that the appointment is made outside of England and Buckingham Palace, as the 96-year-old monarch reduces her travels with each. Later on Tuesday, the newly appointed Prime Minister will arrive back at Downing Street to make his or her inaugural speech before getting on with the task of announcing key cabinet moves, essential security briefings, and handing over of nuclear codes are expected to also to take place during the day by senior officials. On Wednesday at noon, the newly elected leader of the Conservative government will address the Prime Minister's questions in the House of Commons. Discussing about the vote count secured by Truss and Rishi Sunak, Truss secured